Today we're going to be reviewing the TJackFX Faceshell and Lens Kit. Hey everyone, patscosplay here and welcome to my channel. If you are new to my channel, I make videos all about cosplay unboxings, tutorials, reviews such as this one, reaction videos, and the occasional sketch comedy. I upload videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at noon. So be sure to leave this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button. Yeah, do it. You know you wanna. Alright, so you may have seen this Faceshell on the Spiderpunk cosplay review that I did very recently. This Faceshell was the one that had the little spikes on the top. Those were added by my friend, so those are not with the kit lens. So this Faceshell is created by a person called TJackFX. I'll leave his Instagram in the description of this video, so if you want to check out his page, then you can just go down to the description, click the link, and you can browse through his selection. So I believe to make an order, you just have to email him. It's actually in the description of his Instagram page, so go to my description to go to his description to make your order. So this Faceshell goes for about $100 USD. For Canadians, that would be about $115. I'm not sure if that includes shipping. That would have to be finalized in the order. I'm assuming it does not include shipping, plus there would be border fees. So it's actually probably a lot more than $115. I'm going to estimate $130. It may be a little bit lower than that. It may be slightly higher than that. But with me not knowing if the shipping is included, because he does not give any information about that in his photos and stuff on Instagram, you'd have to contact him and figure that stuff out for yourself, because I'm sure it's different for every single country and everywhere that it's going. So it makes sense and it doesn't make sense, but I wish there was some sort of flat rate fee that he could charge just for an estimate to get people a little bit more interested in the products. So a few things about this Faceshell. I'm just going to take off the lenses here. This is made from a sort of plastic. You actually have like a clay mold underneath it, and then this is heat formed on top of the clay mold, and that's just to get its shape. So basically he has one mold, he takes a flat sheet of plastic, heats it with a heat former, and then presses it onto the clay mold. A vacuum then sucks in all the loose air and forms it around that clay mold. That's just vacuum forming 101, I guess. It's a very common way used for Faceshells because it's so effective. You're able to get a lot of details and keep that consistency throughout all of your Faceshells. So I said this at the beginning of the video, but this is a kit. So basically what a kit is, means that the eye holes and these mouth holes will have to be cut out by you. If you do not have a Dremel piece to do that, it will be extremely difficult. If you have a if you have a heat gun and a X-Acto blade, you could potentially heat up this area and put your X-Acto blade through it. That could possibly warp the Faceshell though, so you have to be extremely careful with that. I personally wish that he would do that for himself. It just makes a lot more sense from the customer standpoint. I don't want to, personally, I do not want to receive a product that I then have to spend 45 minutes to then be able to use it. I want to get that product and be set. So yeah, if you don't have a Dremel piece, you'll have to likely buy a Dremel piece, which again is another $20 at least at Walmart. That's the one I got. It's a very basic one, but it should be able to cut through this because the plastic is only about 1 millimeter thick. That is why I'm able to bend it so much. That's good and bad. The good thing is that you're able to kind of just stuff it in your suitcase if you're going to a convention. The bad thing is that if it's very hot, if you live somewhere that's very warm, this has the potential of heating up too much and then warping to, let's just say it starts like this, it could warp down to that. And now whenever you wear it, you're gonna have to put your head into it and stretch it up again, but then it's just gonna go right back to how it is. That is not really what you want in a product. I kind of wish he went to at least 2.5, 3 millimeters for the Faceshell itself. That would just give it a lot more structure, a lot more stability in the actual Faceshell, and forming it is exactly the same as using a thinner quality one. I just think the thicker one would be a lot higher in quality. Plus, if he were to actually cut out the eye holes, he'd be able to up this price by at least $40, which is pretty good. Because if you're getting a higher quality product as well as something that's cut for you, you don't have to do any work. You know, you just get the product, You throw it on, you throw on your suit, and you go outside. That's it, you're done. I personally just don't want to have to do any work when a product shows up. So the facial is not my favorite, but the lenses, I have to say, are pretty good. He has a very good wide range of lenses. So these are obviously the Spiderpunk ones. I believe they're from the PS4 game, and they look very, very nicely. This is another thing that I personally do not understand. He uses a different sort of mesh material than what I'm aware of. Like this is, put it next to the mic. It's hard. And I don't understand why he has that, because personally, I would use this. So this is stuff I got for myself, because I was thinking about doing facials at one point. This is much cheaper. This is literally just like a film that has the holes already cut out. So you just kind of take it off, it just comes out in a roll, and it's sticky. So what you do is you get a piece of clear plastic, make sure it's like PETG or something that can be like fog free basically, and you just attach them onto the plastic part after you have molded the plastic piece. It'll save him money in the long run for sure. It also is just better quality in my personal opinion, because if you ever get any marks on it, you can just peel that sticker off and then put on a new one yourself. You're able to clean your lens if anything were to happen to it, like literally anything. If it drops in the mud, you don't want to have to be like scrubbing it. You just peel off the little sticker and then put on a new one, and you're done. So I wish he went that route for it. Obviously, it's his product and he can do it any way that he wants to, so I totally understand that. It just makes it from a consumer standpoint a little bit better, because you're able to just change it over time. On top of that, these are cut to size, almost exactly. Like these things can easily come out. When going in, you're kind of just wedging it in between the lenses. And I have often worried that if I'm doing any sort of like jumping, running, flipping, whatever, that these are going to fall out and I am not going to find them. Like, I'm just gonna poke this. That came out very easily. So that's a little frustrating when you're trying to get into costume, because you can't touch your lens at all, or it's going to pop out and then you're gonna have to restart over. So again, I like the actual like lens parts of it, the black parts of them, because he has so many different variety of options. It's actually very impressive. He probably has every single one. His $20.99 ones are beautiful, but it worries me because I don't want to get that face shell and have to assemble that all for myself. I then have to cut out the actual plastic pieces to make sure that those are right to size. I also have to get blue ones so that it matches my suit. I'd also have to cut the eye holes out of my suit to then match those ones almost exactly. So it's just a lot of moving parts that I don't think need to be moving. He could definitely solve a lot of them for you, and it would make customers a little bit happier, I think. So again, this face shell was $100 USD. That is including the lenses. It is a kit. You have to assemble it yourself, cut out all the eye holes, mouth holes, everything that you want to do. So that means you need some sort of tool to do that. And I personally will give it a rating out of 10. My rating out of 10 only because the lenses are actually decent quality. Will it get a 4 out of 10? I think that he needs to increase the thickness of the face shell, change the lenses to be a plastic fog-free and white sticker on top of the plastic piece. I think that would be a little bit better, as well as assemble the mask for you, cutting out the mouth holes, the eye holes, and I believe he didn't even attach the magnets for you. I think those were aftermarket. That would be nice if you attach those too. So yeah, there's a lot of things that could be improved by it, and honestly, if he fixed those few things, I would honestly give all of his face shells at least an 8 or 9 out of 10. Like, again, the lenses are really good quality. They are a resin, so they're going to be exactly the same every single time with all of his face shells, so you can expect the same quality on one of his Instagram posts that you would get for yourself. So that's really nice to see. But that's going to wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. I make new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at noon. But as always, thank you guys for watching and have a good day.